Hey, wonderful humans. Miss Palmer here, and we are going to go over question number 1 from the Unit 2 test that y'all took. A couple things to notice about my screen is that on the left side, you'll see the test. I know you guys took it in Aware, so it might be a slightly different format. However, the question should be the same. On the right side, you'll see my paper as if I were taking notes in my journal. I've titled it Unit 2 test, and at the top right, you should be putting the date. Question number 1. There are 24 students in Mrs. Johnson's class. Of them, 21 did their Edpuzzle videos yesterday. What percent of the students watched their videos? So I am going to UPS check this, meaning what do I understand about this problem? This is what the question is asking us to find. And it is asking us to find the percent of the students who did watch their Edpuzzle. I'm putting did in all caps because sometimes questions will ask us about the students who did not watch the videos. But we're trying to find the ones who did. P is for plan. This is where I'm going to pull out my information and a strategy. So I know that there are 24 students total. 21 did watch the Edpuzzle. And I'm looking for the percent. So I'm just going to write that percent is out of 100. My plan to do this is to set up a 1 box and solve. So S stands for solve. This is where I'm going to set up that 1 box. Words, original, and new. And if you guys notice, I'm using a lot of room for this question, and that is okay. We want you guys to be very clear with your math. We want you to be organized. We want you to write everything out so you know what you're doing. My words are going to be part over whole. And then I know that I'm looking for the percent, so X over 100. Now, 21 did watch their Edpuzzle out of 24 total students. From here, I can just cross multiply and divide. However, I can see that 21 and 24, that is a ratio that can be reduced by the factor of 3. So that's what I'm going to do. It is easier to cross multiply and divide by smaller numbers. So 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. So now I'm going to cross multiply and divide by 8. Instead of cross multiplying 21 and 100 and dividing by 24. You would get the same answer either way, though. So mentally, 7 times 100 is 700. And now divide by 8. I am going to put a decimal and 3 zeros. I don't know if I'll need them, but I like to set up my problem that way just in case. 8 can go into 7 0 times, but 8 can go into 70 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64. Subtract, remainder 6. Bringing down that 0. 8 can go into 60 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. Remainder 4. Bringing down that 0. 8 can go into 40 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. And since I'm ending in 0 and I am past the decimal point, I'm done. So to check my answer, I'm just going to look at my other answer choices for reasonableness. So this was the answer to letter A. B was 12.5%. This is way too small. If we think about 21 out of 24, 21 is closer to 24 than it is to 0. Therefore, my percent should be closer to 100 than it is to 0. Same thing for that 5.04%, also way too small. That is even closer to 0, and we're trying to get closer to 100. The 92.5% actually has a possibility of being our answer, but we can check this by multiplying, finding what 9.925 times 24 is. And I'm going to tell you now, it's not 21, therefore that's not our answer. So there we have it. There's question number 1. Your answer is 87.5%.